So we're going to move on to task number 8. And for task 8, we're going to be using accept and intersect. And with accept is similar to union, but you can specify exceptions, which means that you can tell it there's data that you don't want combined. And intersect basically lets you retrieve data that overlaps or intersects. So first we're going to try intersect, and then we'll take a look at accept. So what we want is we're actually going to use our Northwind database, which is this one. And we are going to select city from our customer table. And we also want to select city from suppliers. Now, when I do queries like this, I do think it's helpful if you do 2 separate queries. And let's see, we want city from customers. And then we want to select city from suppliers. And let me run that. So I'm going to get, at this point, I've got 2 separate data sets or result sets. And what I want to do is intersect the 2. So I only want to see cities that are common to both my customers and suppliers. So if I have customers and suppliers in the same city, that's what I want to see. So if I put intersect in between, if I spell it right, I have to get rid of the semicolon at the end of my first select, okay? Because now both select statements are part of one command. And just to make the output a little bit more user-friendly, I'm going to get rid of that second semicolon and sort this by city. So instead of showing me all of the cities, when I run this, I'm only going to see cities that customers and suppliers both reside in, and it's going to be sorted by city. So you'll notice that the list shrinks quite a bit from our initial list when we did them separately. So let's go ahead and move our closing comment down. And we're going to do a similar query, but this time we're going to use our examples database. And what we want is our customer's first and last name from the customer table. And we also want the first and last name of our employees. So we're going to run this as 2 selects to begin with. And let me do the from in here, from customers. We'll do our second one, which is first name and last name. That is from employees. And so let's run this. Now what we actually want is we want to know which employees are also customers. So what we really want to do is intersect these 2 result sets. So if we have any employees that are also customers, we want them to display. So I'm going to get rid of that semicolon and put in intersect. And then I'm going to run this. And a lot easier to find that employee that is a customer using Intersect because there's only one. We probably had hundreds to look at before. Okay, so Intersect is handy if you want to see an overlapping row that is in both of your result sets. And let's see, we're going to do one more. So let's move that down. And for this last one that we're going to do, it's going to be an accept query. And remember, an accept query lets you, it looks at the result sets and it lets you do a union, and you can keep some data out of the union, basically. So if we copy this, and paste it down here, and we change intersect to accept, what we're going to get is a list of all of our customers. But if there's an employee that is a customer, that person will not be included. So when we run this, we are not going to see Thomas Hardy in the list. Thomas Hardy is an exception, and we're specifying that it should not be included in the union. So let's go ahead and execute. And so if we were to look for Thomas, we are not going to see him. Okay, because we said don't display this. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and move that down and save our changes.